Figures like quadrilaterals and triangles are very useful in our real life. Quadrilaterals, you can see your tabletops, book, picture frame, and door. Means all around you, you can see many squares, your walls, roof, floor, no, your pencil boxes. So quadrilaterals are of very use. They are extensively used in our real life. And triangles are also main part. Maybe you cannot see them all around, but triangles are used to study quadrilaterals. Okay, so both of these chapters are the part of your class 9 syllabus. We have conceptually finished triangles. Okay, so you may go to your NCERT book and there'll be some questions which we have not done in the modules, but you are able to do them. So please go ahead, open your NCERT books. Triangles is 7th chapter, so just try and do questions. And there are many other resources available online. You may go for the extra questions. You may go for the NCERT exemplar questions. See, the more you practice, the more you will learn. Okay, and you'll get very handy with them and you'll start enjoying it. So I can do 20 to 30% work with you. Means I can give you the concepts. The more you apply, even the basics will get strong, and you'll realize the utility also. Now we have entered into quadrilaterals from last module, and we'll study about them. Quadrilaterals is the 8th chapter of your syllabus, and let's have a look at them. These all are quadrilaterals. Okay, a quadrilateral simply means a four-sided figure. Okay, what defines a quadrilateral? A four-sided figure means any figure with 4 sides. So nothing specific about it. It's only requires 4 sides. Okay. Now what else property do they possess? We'll write them. Okay. Trapezium. So yes, it is a quadrilateral, means a four-sided figure and one pair of opposite side parallel. That's how we define trapezium. Okay, so yes, it is a quadrilateral. I'm not writing that. I'm just writing their specific, what defines trapezium. One pair of opposite sides parallel. Okay, so if somebody asks you, prove that this figure is a trapezium, what are you supposed to prove? You just have to prove that in that figure, one pair of opposite side is parallel. That's why I'm writing it here. Okay, what is an isosceles trapezium? Yes, it is a trapezium. Okay, so it's a four-sided figure with one pair of opposite sides parallel, but it's isosceles trapezium, so one property extra. Okay, so it's a one pair of opposite sides parallel plus other pair, means not the parallel one, the other pair of opposite sides is equal. So if somebody asks you to prove that this figure is isosceles trapezium, some conditions would be given which will help you to prove it. So what are you supposed to prove? One pair of opposite side is parallel and the other pair of opposite sides is equal. Then we have a parallelogram. See, you have studied the properties of these all 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 extensively in class 8. Okay, but the very basic definition of parallelogram is that both pair of opposite sides parallel. That's why it's named as parallelogram. Okay, both pairs of opposite sides are parallel. So if somebody asks you to prove that if this, then prove that the figure is a parallelogram. So what are you supposed to prove? Both pair of opposite sides are parallel. That's enough to prove. You need not to prove that opposite sides are equal, opposite angles are equal, and diagonal bisect each other. You need not to prove all the properties of a parallelogram. Because how do we define parallelogram? Just any figure with both sides parallel is going to be parallelogram. बाकी properties उसी से निकल जाती हैं सारी. ठीक है, तो याद रखिएगा, what I'm giving you the basic definitions which are enough to define these pictures. So these are basic definitions. Okay. If somebody asks you to define parallelogram, you need not to say any four-sided figure which have both pair of opposite sides parallel and both pair of opposite sides equal and opposite angles equal, okay, and diagonals bisect each other. That is called parallelogram. It's enough to say this because all the rest properties are the derivatives of this. Okay, they have been derived from this single definition. Okay, so if you say both pair of opposite sides parallel, that includes all the properties, all the rest properties of parallelogram, because all are derived from it. Okay, so now rhombus. What is rhombus? So rhombus is a parallelogram. It's also a parallelogram. Okay, so in fact, these all are parallelograms. In rhombus also, what makes a parallelogram? Both pair of opposite sides parallel. So they are parallel in rhombus, kite, not kite, sorry. I'm very sorry. Kite is not a parallelogram. Okay, kite is not a parallelogram. Rhombus, rectangle, square, they all are parallelograms. So let me link like this. Okay. So rhombus is a parallelogram. So all, see, abhi maine aapse kya kaha? It's enough to define, it's enough to say that opposite sides are parallel. And I said that rest properties are linked to it. If I ask you to prove that in a parallelogram opposite angles are equal. Suppose this is my question. Prove that in a parallelogram opposite angles are equal. So what is given to you? You have been given a parallelogram, and what to prove? Opposite angles are equal. So prove जो करना है वो तो पता है, but what is given? A parallelogram means the opposite sides are parallel. तो सिर्फ इतनी कंडीशन लेकर that the opposite sides are parallel, you can actually prove the opposite angles are equal. तो सारी प्रॉपर्टीज उसी से प्रूव हो जाती हैं. So what does this mean? जितनी भी प्रॉपर्टीज पैरेललोग्राम की निकलेंगी वो रोम्बस की भी होंगी, रेक्टेंगल की भी होंगी, स्क्वायर की भी होंगी. क्यों? बिकॉज दे ऑल आर पैरेललोग्राम और बोथ पेयर ऑफ ऑपोजिट साइड्स आर पैरेलल की वजह से वो प्रॉपर्टीज निकली हैं, तो इसमें भी वो निकल ही जाएंगी ना. इसीलिए डायगोनल्स क्योंकि पैरेललोग्राम में बाइसेक्ट करते हैं, इसलिए इसमें भी करते हैं, इसमें भी. गॉट इट? और ये हम देख ही चुके हैं इन द प्रीवियस मॉड्यूल दैट to prove that diagonal bisect each other, we need to take this triangle and this triangle, and they are to be proved congruent. Okay, and they can be proved congruent in rhombus, rectangle, and square because we basically use interior alternate, and this is equals to this. Okay, so simply they all are parallelogram. All properties possessed by parallelogram are possessed by rhombus, rectangle, and square. But rhombus had some additional properties also. What is that property? That besides all properties of parallelogram, it has all sides equal. So what defines a rhombus? Rhombus is, I would say, rhombus is a parallelogram whose all sides are equal. Okay. In fact, you can say all sides equal. I mean, well, if somebody asks you to prove that a given figure is a rhombus under certain given conditions, you have to prove it is a rhombus. You only have to prove that all sides are equal. Need not to prove even that opposite sides are opposite sides are parallel. Even because try making it up. Just pick up your pencil and scale and try making a figure with all sides equal. Okay. If you try making a figure with all sides equal, obviously its opposite sides are gonna be parallel. Okay, but if you make all the opposite sides parallel only, that may or may not be rhombus. तो rhombus को define कौन करता है? All sides are equal. Okay, चाहे आप ये बना दे, फिर आप कहेंगे ये तो स्क्वायर है, बट rhombus होने के लिए क्या चाहिए? All sides equal. So yes, it is also a rhombus. Okay, this is also a rhombus. This is also a rhombus. But this is a square. This is not a square. I suppose you're getting what I'm trying to say. So to prove a rhombus, we just need to prove all sides are equal. Okay, now let's talk about rectangle. What do we know about rectangle? Both pair. So these are the two figures which you are studying since you were very small. So both pair of opposite sides equal. No need to say even parallel. They are parallel. means but to define to prove any figure to be a rectangle you need to prove both pair of opposite side equal. बट वो तो पैरेललोग्राम में भी होते हैं. दिस इज ऑल्सो द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ पैरेललोग्राम. अगर आप सिर्फ ऑपोजिट साइड्स आर इक्वल प्रूव करेंगे तो वो पैरेललोग्राम प्रूव होती है. ठीक है, यू नीड टू प्रूव दैट ऑल एंगल्स आर equal. That's enough, because if they are all are equal, that means they are 90, because the sum of 4 angles of a quadrilateral is 360. Okay, and for a square you need to prove all sides equal. जब आप all sides equal prove कर लेंगे, the figure will prove to be a rhombus. But in addition to that, if you'll prove all angles equal, then figure will become square. Got it? So this is I'm just giving you some questions where you need to prove the figures as any one of them. So just keep in mind the basic definitions of these figures, and you have to work as per these basic definitions. Let's now work with the kite. What is a kite basically? A kite is a figure. If you have to make a kite, beta, what do you have to do? You have to make two sides that are equal in length. Equal. Okay? That are equal in length, and then 2 more which again are equal. So this is how we define a kite. So how will we say that? How will we define it? A kite, see, एक क्वाड्रिलेटरल में एडजेसेंट साइड्स बोलते हैं बेटा. ऑपोजिट साइड थोड़ी इक्वल है, एडजेसेंट वाली हैं, और एडजेसेंट भी सारी नहीं है. ठीक है, इसके एडजेसेंट कौन है? ये. इसके एडजेसेंट कौन है? ये. इसके एडजेसेंट ये. इसके एडजेसेंट ये. ठीक है. सो हाउ मेनी पेयर्स ऑफ एडजेसेंट साइड्स आर हियर? सो 1 पेयर तो ये हुआ, एडजेसेंट दोनों जुड़ी हुई हैं. द सेकेंड पेयर इज दिस एंड दिस. द थर्ड पेयर इज दिस एंड दिस. नो, third pair, and the fourth pair this and this. So every quadrilateral has 4 pair of adjacent sides. जुड़ी हुई sides, adjacent sides. ठीक है. And how do we define kite? In which 2 pairs, one is this one and one is this one here. Okay, a kite can be made like this also. So how many pairs of adjacent sides are equal? This and this. These are not equal, no? So how do we define a kite? 2 pairs of adjacent sides are equal. Okay, so these are the basic definitions of the quadrilaterals. You just need to prove these one to be for a figure to be a rhombus, parallelogram, isosceles, trapezium, means any one of them. Okay, so just work as per the basic definitions of these figures.